Hi everyone, welcome back to the third and final part of this picture from the Twilight Garden by Maria Trolle, and we have got a few elements to do. As I explained in previous videos, all the leaves are going to be the same, so I'm not going to be demoing any leaves in today's video. We're just going to look at the elements that we haven't done yet. I have forgotten the butterfly as well, so I haven't mentioned the butterfly, I should say, so we will be doing that one. In fact, we'll do the butterfly first so I don't forget. I think that might be wise. Okay, it's going nice and close so we can see it. That's a cute one, isn't it? Right, the body of the butterfly I would normally do in a grey. I think I am going to stick with that. I've got pencils spread out all over my desk. I'm going to use the dim grey from the Cobra set to start with and try to do around the edge of the body and leave a little gap in the middle for a lighter grey. We'll see if it works, and do these all in the dim grey to start with. And then I'm going to grab, oh here it is, as I say I haven't put them away in their tins, the spider web to do the middle part. Now I've been a bit naughty, left the pencils out. I need to put these aside so I can remember what I've been using in this particular video. Now I'm trying to think what colour to do this butterfly. I've got a few ideas. I think we'll use, because I was sort of excited about using the new scorpion set, and then I sort of mixed them around a little bit. So we're going to do all scorpion pencils for the butterfly, apart from the very edge. Actually, we'll do the very edge. We'll use this galaxy blue to mark out the very edge of the wings. That's how we'll do it. I like the edges of the wings being extra dark. Excuse me, I very often do them in black, but then thought, maybe using the dark blue might make a change. There we go, and the same, obviously it is a symmetrical critter, so I always do them matching. Obviously they don't have to be. In fact, I was observing a mayfly yesterday. Liz landed on our kitchen window. I call them daddy long legs, but I think they're the same as mayflies. Anyway, I was observing the mayfly, and it, poor thing, only had 3 legs. Blue horizon. I'm going to put this in the middle, like that. Try and get it really intense in here. Lots of layers, and then less as you go out. And had 3 legs and 1 antennae. But what I noticed about it, more so than that, poor little mite, was that it had markings on its wings. And I never noticed. I've always thought the wings are just a sort of brownish colour and plain, but it had a little marking on the wing, which was really interesting. I should observe them a bit more closely in future. My one son really dislikes them. He hates things that flitter and flutter. Blue heaven. He's okay with butterflies. I know some people. I'm just going to overlap this bit where we faded and then take the colour to the edge. Some people are scared of butterflies, but he's not. But it's things with scuttly legs, and the mayflies have pretty big legs. He says basically they're flying spiders, and he hates them. But I don't think of them as flying spiders, but you know. So he wasn't very interested in it. It was on the outside of the window, so he was happy to look at it, but it didn't look very healthy, poor thing. I think I'm going to take that deep colour all the way to the edge. I think it looks better than fading it. There we go. So that's our butterfly. Okay, I need to move my book up a bit. I just need to move some of my pencils around. Sorry, being very noisy. Right, here we go. Let's move those there. Oh, trying to organise myself. Right, mushrooms. Now I was hoping to go for a sort of bluey grey. We don't have a bluey grey, so I've got an idea. I'm not going to use one of the blues we use for the butterfly. I'm going to use the Zephyr blue. It's quite a dark blue, but you'll see. I'm going to use it really lightly over the whole mushroom, including that little bit at the back, not the stem. Okay, and then I'm going to combine it with a grey. We use the dim grey, which we've already used for our butterfly, and go over that to make it look like a grey blue. Okay, and then back with our blue, the Zephyr blue, and just mark out where I want it a bit darker around here. Put these up the back here like that, and then I'm going to finish it off with a lighter blue. I'm so tempted to grab that blue, but I won't. The one from the Scorpion set is so pretty, but I'm going to use the Forget Me Not because I don't want it to look too much the same, and just go over the top. I think I just had some post come through the door. It's exciting. Probably isn't though, to be honest. Probably just an advert. Pizza takeaway leaflet or something. Now for the stem, I'm going to use just a dim grey. I'm going to use it lightly all the way down. I quite like the fact that it's quite brownish, and then just make it darker on each edge. This is the same technique we use for the tail of the mummy mouse to make it look a little bit more rounded. So there we go. That's how we're going to do all the mushrooms. So that's quite fun. Now we have got blueberries to do. Move the book a little bit. So we've got the blueberries go down each edge, and there's some at the bottoms quite a lot. And I'm trying to think about what colour, because we want a sort of purpley base. Is that going to work? I think it might. So I'm thinking if we start with the pastel purple to get a slightly purpley colour on the base of the blueberry. Like that. I'm trying to put a fair bit down. This paper's quite toothy, it can take quite a lot of layers. And then, what's that colour? No, that's no good. Yes, I think we're going to use this one, the Galaxy Blue. Oh, that's very blue. It's not purple, is it? I was thinking it would look purpley with that blue. But nope, we're going to now go over with a purple. We want a deep dark purple. I got one out and then I didn't use it. Space. This is from the Cobra set. Now I want a darker colour on the outside of my blueberry. So I'm going to really layer up to go around there. I may start to reduce my layers towards this middle bit. And hopefully, I don't know about you, but I can see a mix of colours there. I'm quite happy with that. So that is how I'm going to do my blueberries. Okay, let's put that set of pencils there. I'm just keeping them so I remember. And our last sort of bit is this gorgeous flower. Now, we've got purple, we've got blue, we've got pink. We could use lighter purples, was my thought. Yeah, we've got some nice ones. We only have the that one we just used in the scorpion set, so I think I'm going to jump into the Cobra set and grab the Tulip and the purple Haze, and you can see them. And the purple Haze being slightly darker, which is where I am going to start with this flower. Now I'm going to do this flower here that you can just see, and there's one on the other side, all the same. Okay, so how I will do them is a darker bit at the bottom of each petal, as I very often do. Now the centre, I'm going to go all over with this, because it is just, if you look, it's just petals all over the top of each other. I think I'm just going to do it quite dark. You could do each petal individually, but that's a lot of work. It's only a small area, so we'll do it like this. I think this is the last element. Yeah. So this technique is straightforward, so you should be able to do it for all of your flowers. Now if you don't have this set of pencils, you can use any set really. This is quite toothy paper. Now I find that toothy paper, I used to think that it worked better with things like Prismas and Arteza Experts and things like that, but I've discovered lately that if you use a pencil that you can sharpen to a really fine point and keep a point, that actually can push down into the tooth, so it can be a better option. So it's worth considering that. So I recently did, I had a book with some Amazon paper in, which is often quite toothy. It was the American Amazon paper, which seems more toothy than the UK. And I used polychromos, and I just put a new blade in my sharpener. This was yesterday, and they said they could get really sharp. They went down a treat. It was great. So there are a lot of people that worry about the Amazon paper, they don't like it, and that's fair enough. But as I say, with a pencil that you can get to a nice sharp point, you can push that colour down into there. I also, on one of them pictures I did several, I used the Derwent blending pen with the blending solution in. That was a wonder. It just got it down into that tooth immediately, made it look lovely and smooth. So there's another option. I didn't try blending pencil, but the blending pen. I'm just making sure I'm not colouring leaves instead of petals. I'm not sure here. I think that's it, because it's sort of, yeah. So now we have our tulip colour, which is the slightly lighter colour. I'm just going to finish off each petal with that. I think this is the slightly pinkier colour too, which is rather pretty, but works very nicely together with this purple. Okay, dog's barking outside. It's sunnier. I can see a lot more people out and about with their dogs. I think dogs get longer walks when it's sunny. Not surprising really, is it? I'm not sure all dogs enjoy being out when it's raining anyway. I know some sort of refuse to go out for a walk, just nip out and come back in if they have to. I think this is quite nice because it's combining a pink and a purple, sort of mixing up some of the other colours that we've used. It's making me really look forward to seeing what this is going to be like when it's done. It's going to take a little while to finish, but I won't finish it all on camera, but I will share a finished photo. Now, I have been thinking about background. I'm not sure really. It's always a little bit difficult until it's completely finished, but I may not do one, because I don't want Mrs. Mouse to sort of disappear into a background. She pops off the page when there's white behind her. You know, any other colour might make her fade back. But I'm considering whether to do a blue sky with some chalk pastels. But will our butterfly disappear because he's blue? That's a little bit tricky to know. But we'll see. We'll see how it goes. I need to make sure I write down all my colour combinations before I leave this desk, so that when I put all my pencils away, I don't forget before I finish this. Cause my husband's actually home this morning from work. Well, he's home all day. We're going out for lunch with his family to celebrate a birthday, and so he's had to take the day off, and so I'm going to go and finish colouring this in there with him. But I wanted to just get it started on video. He was busy doing some art himself, so he was better off not being disturbed. Now, if you want to make that look more three-dimensional, you can put a lot more dark colour into where the leaves overlap. However, it may end up looking a bit more like the blueberry, so I'm actually not going to do that. I'm going to leave it. I'm going to do a bud for you though. I've decided that they're buds, not acorns. I think they're probably buds for these flowers. So I'm going to use again the purple haze to get in there and do a nice dark bit and then fade it towards the tip. Gosh, I just had to stop and check on my camera. I was suddenly paranoid that for some reason you couldn't see, even though I was fully aware that I'd moved the book. I don't know. Okay, and then back to the tulip colour. There we go. So that's how it is going to be. Now all the leaves are quite close to each other, so I think because we're only using two colours, I might do some significantly darker than others to try and make them stand out, but I don't know if that's going to be really necessary for this page. I think I am just going to leave it there and go off and do it, and you can just have a look at the picture at the end to see how I've done it. But I think I'm going to keep it all quite straightforward, to be honest, and keep all the leaves similar to each other. So thank you for watching. I do hope that you have a really lovely day. I hope if you've coloured along you've enjoyed it, and you've got quite a lot left to do, so I hope you have fun with it. But thank you for watching and happy colouring.